OJ's getting out.
Yeah, this is the thing I don't understand. R. Kelly, people are saying he kidnapped people. People are saying Usher gave people herpes. And OJ's getting probation. He had the best week of any nigga I know. Who'd have thought everybody wanted to be, it's better to be OJ than Usher? Who'd have thought that?
OJ's an interesting case because he gets found not guilty over the murder trial.
Sure.
And then he gets given a sentence for trying to steal stuff back that I know people that have killed people that don't get those type of sentences.
Right. He went to jail.
It was like, what, 35 years?
Yeah. He got a murder charge for a burglary is what he got.
How did you feel when you heard that OJ's getting out?
I felt like he should have got out for that. If you didn't get him for the shit you really wanted him for, it's like this. When you have a dog and that dog pisses on the floor, if you don't see him do it, you ain't supposed to hit him because you're not punishing him for what he did. You're not punishing him for what he saw. That's revenge. That's not corrective punishment. That's the judicial system. The whole penal system is about corrective measures. It's about rehabilitation. If that dog pees on the ground and I don't see it and I can't prove it and I can't make it, then he gets the pass. He got away with the murder. And I think that every time he did, I think that had I been in the position what I know now and the way I see things now, I would have had a different kind of outlook of that. But he got away with it. He did it. Then you put him in jail. You put OJ in jail for the same shit he stole that California said was legally his and gave back to him years ago. Right. And that's the thing. When black men win playing by the rules, then they change the rules. OJ and Obama really had the same effect on America. These rules ain't working, we better do something different.
Okay, so what did they do to Obama?
The whole everything he did was wrong. He turned the country around. We have to change the way we vote. These people are voting too much, and we have to make it harder to vote and more restrictive. All those laws, all those voter ID laws, what do you think they came about as a result of? Because a nigga won and he wasn't supposed to.
Well, Obama won twice.
That's right. So but the whole idea of voter registration laws, there have been 12. There have been hundreds of millions of votes cast. Probably less than 100 cases of voter fraud. But you changed the entire voting system, because you can't believe that you got beat in the legal way according to the system you set up. Trump
Obama won by a sizable portion.
That's right.
Sizable margin both times.
Yeah. And then they had to make sure, they're like, you know what, we're gonna change the voter ID laws because there had to be some way is it my misperception, or were there more voter ID laws introduced in the last 7-8 years than had at any time in the last 30? Because somebody won that wasn't supposed to.
Right. I mean, I never thought I'd see a black president in my lifetime. If you would have asked me,
me neither.
20 years ago.
Me neither. And then what galls me is, people say, like Trump will say, we'll never see a black president again because Obama. In that case, we had 2 shitty white presidents in a row. Ain't nobody, like 2. Like, Bush is less shitty than, slightly less shitty than Trump, but 2 dudes who shouldn't be president that were.
Yeah. I mean,
he left with the highest approval rating.
Bush left.
If any two-term, him and Clinton, respectively, have the highest two-term approval ratings of any presidents in modern history. But yet, they were horrible. They fucked up. Obama was a fucked up president. You got literally almost half of his approval rating when he left right now, and he's bad. Obamacare had its problems, and he's bad. But you can't repeal it, even though you got majorities in the Senate, and he's bad. The economy that you brag about right now, the jobs you've created right now, were not even on the pace with Clinton, Bush, or Obama.
Well, I mean, trying to take credit for the economy. The economy's been really at an up.
That's right.
Since about
That's- so-
2009, 2010.
Shut up with that. And so people wanted a great white hope. Like they wanted somebody to tell them that somebody was to blame. They really do. In America, you can work if you do two things. If you can do something some people won't do, or if you can do something they can't. Poor brown people do our physical labor. Poor brown people do our intellectual labor. So if you can't pick a strawberry and you can't write an app, what the fuck are you gonna do? I guess you better rap or tell a joke or dunk.
You're boycotting the NFL
I am.
over Kaepernick.
I am.
Explain why.
And because I think that a league that has allowed murderers, wife beaters, drug addicts, dog killers back in the league and deny somebody for standing on principle has no moral authority to kind of have to weigh in like that. A public that would accept those kind of miscreants back in, but won't accept the principled man is somebody I can't be in league with. I can't understand it. Ray Lewis was accused of a double murder. This dude went on trial. The suit he wore came up missing, and he got off. That's good. But you, after that, you do the same shit OJ did. Shut up. So I got a dude who killed dogs and a dude who got away, who was tried with murder, telling a motherfucker whose only position was people should be treated fair, and he's treated like the pariah, and that's fair? I won't watch a league like that. I want to watch a league till he gets a fair. Ben Roethlisberger accused of sexual assaults. He's still in the league. We had a dude that killed somebody drunk driving. He's still in the league. Plexico Burris shot himself and got back in the league. What are you talking about? He shot himself in the knee that Colin was kneeling on, and he's still in the league.
Yeah, that was crazy. I remember when that happened.
You're more upset, a nation that would be more upset at men who have done these types of things, but not, more upset less upset with men who've done these type of things, and more angry with a man who took a principled stand. What does that say?
Well, recently you responded to Des Bryant about we are not morally inferior.
When people say black on black crime, 90% of black people kill black people. That's true. 87% of white people kill white people. Asians kill Asians. Latin kill Latin. Husbands kill wives. Wives kill husbands. That's about proximity. If something happened to you, who would they look at? If something happened to you or somebody in your family, they would look where first? The people in his proximity, right? The people who are closest to him. The people, you always hurt the one you love. We've heard all these things. But they act as if, because it happens to us, you take any group of people, you put them in a position where their schools are underfunded, violence is on the rise, they have no opportunity, no hope, but you give them alcohol, drugs, and guns. What do you think's gonna happen? What do you think? But they act like it's a moral failing. You know why Des Bryant made the point black people have done more harm to him than other people? You know why? Because you live around black people.
Well, he said I have a family to feed. That was the reason why he wasn't speaking.
Well, I think so did Muhammad Ali.
Right.
So did Muhammad Ali. So did Colin Kaepernick. So did Kurt Flood in baseball. So you want to eat. You think you're the only one with a family to feed? Now, I'm not saying that it has to be anybody's fight, and you have to take a stand you don't believe in. But if you believe it and you're silent, you're saying yes, you're acquiescing. You are tantamount to giving them permission to do what they do. Silence, people have been so silent in America that we've gotten away with far too much. Silence is as deafening as shouts.
I agree.
Because tomorrow, if they want, and it's not, to me, it's not a question of this or that. You can walk and chew bubblegum at the same time. If the league said, if black people in the league said, this has to happen or we won't do this, something would happen. Because a bunch of people said, we won't watch if this man plays. They had to ask the sponsors who were responding to a public. Well, imagine if black people say, we won't do this if you won't play. Now, I can't tell people what to do. But until Colin Kaepernick gets a fair chance, my DirecTV, I won't watch TV in a hotel or a restaurant. I won't mention the scores because I think it's morally deplorable to take that position on a man who took a principled stand. And any dude who argues for the establishment that would allow that is a sorry motherfucker to me.
Right, because Mike Vick spoke out against him as well.
Mike Vick got a chance to resume his career after he killed dogs. And he almost won the MVP. When you're in that position, you should understand that it's not your words, it's grace you got. And you should extend that to other people. You got grace. Whatever power that you believe in, whoever you pray to, gave you grace. And you did it so well that you almost, if Tom Brady doesn't have that exemplary year, he's the MVP. How dare you pretend like you don't understand what that is? And you're shitting on a man who only wanted to make sure that your kids and nephews and uncles and nieces and daughters don't get slain in the streets with nobody about to account for it? Ugh.